So, on one of my recent videos, I got a comment and it had an absolutely amazing idea. It said essentially that I should make two kingdoms, one of them with just a couple people who are overpowered versus another kingdom that has a bunch of people, but they're all normal people. And we would have them fight and see who wins. So, that's exactly what we're going to do here today. So we're going to spawn in our gods real quick. So we'll spawn them in on the left side, and we'll put a big wall in between them so they don't interfere. But we'll put them here and here. So it looks like they're both females, actually. Female. That's good, because we don't actually want them to reproduce, because it's just going to be these two guys the whole time. So we're going to favorite these, and we're going to name them Reet, the goddess, and we'll name her Edisana, the other goddess, I guess. And so, after sacrificing some elves, I have all the traits here. So let's just make them completely overpowered. Genius, eagle-eyed, wise, battle reflexes, arcane abilities, strong-minded, the chosen one, lucky, heart of the wizard, bloodlust, agile, fast, giant, hard skin, strong, tough, long liver, immortal, regeneration, super health, boosted vitality, immune, also infertile to make sure they don't have any kids, attractive, golden tooth, veteran, dragon slayer, king slayer, mage slayer, blessed, and death nuke. We can also add some skills to them too. Backstep, block, dash, deflect, dodge. They're getting all these. And Reet is gonna get the same traits too. So I've given them both the traits, and as you can see here, they both have over 20,000 health. And not to mention, insane combat abilities, but we're not gonna stop there. No. With the new update, we also have the ability to choose what loot and armor they get, so you bet they're gonna get the best stuff. Adamantium armor, helmet, rings, amulets, and flame swords too. And look at their damage and their critical chance. Almost every hit is guaranteed to be an insta-kill based on this. Fast, very good at warfare, everything you would want from these people, they have it. For the gods, we are also going to do another thing. We're going to make them really smart, really good at building, super positive, enhanced strength, enhanced armor, good throwers, all you can think of, more healing, literally everything. Photosynthetic, they don't even need food anymore, and that should be good. So now they are super overpowered, and now they are going to go and form their own kingdom, hopefully. And it has been formed. We're going to rename the village to Olympus, because that would make sense, I guess, and the kingdom to, I don't know, Godville. I'm sure that's what a god would name their city. We're going to cut these guys off now. They don't need that much land. So we're going to cut them off right there. And the rest of this will be the domain for normal humans to grow and expand. And because of the new population rules in this game, how the new update fixes it, we are literally just going to spawn in 1 billion humans. Look in the bottom right there, the human population's going up. We're going to spawn in, I'm literally going to spawn 1,000. That'll be a good start. That'll make the DNA pool very big. That way these people should have lots of kids. Alright, so that's over 1,000. And as you can see, they have their own little subspecies too. So, for our other human species, what are we going to give them? Well, we're going to make them good builders too, but we're also going to make it so that they reproduce fairly quickly. So that way there's lots of kids, which is what we're hoping for here. So with this, they should begin to form their own village. Yep, a huge village. And they can begin quickly expanding. Now they're going to need a lot of food as this village. I feel like they might have a large starvation issue if they don't get to work quick. But I can try to help them out a little bit. I'll give them some food. There you go. Young ones, feast on the bounty that I've given you, for it is plentiful. Look at them, they're all like little bugs crawling around. Over here, our kings, they're low-key just kind of chilling. They're not really doing that much. But over here on the right side, we're going to give these guys a long time to expand. So I'm going to check in with you guys in about 100 years, and we'll see how the two sides are doing.
2 hours later.
And here we are at year 100, and the humans are actually doing alright. As we can see here, they've grown about 150 people in total. Quite a few of them have died from starvation, I think. Only about 100, that's not bad. And in general, I think they're pretty solid. They've grown in strength, they solved their starvation issue, and they're ready to fight. If we look over here, we can find their King Dano, who's not a bad king. Ambitious, wise, and miracle born, they're pretty good. He only has a wood sword named Dano's Wrath, actually made by him himself. And he even has a kill with it too. Not a bad king at all. If we click on the empire, we can go down to this interesting creatures tab, where we can see who are the best ones in the entire empire. And if we scroll way down here, we can find who's the strongest with 45 attack power. It's this lady named Konia. She has decent armor, decent equipment, decent everything, but there's no way that she can hold up to the power of the gods, who, with their strongest attacker, Edusana, has 220 attack power, with complete legendary armor and equipment too. Reet, the other goddess Reet, also has legendary equipment too, and 20,000 HP. Now I'm not quite sure why Edusa only has 30k and Reet only has 20k, but it doesn't matter, they're still powerful. So, I think we're about ready to begin. And before we begin, I want to note something cool, is remember how there was 1,000 people in this starting village? They have slowly expanded outward. Instead of the surrounding villages of the capital have like 70, 60 people, and then the villages around that have like 20, 30, 15, and then the villages beyond that have even less. I like it's cool how it just gradually expands and get lower. Now that's unrelated to what we're talking about though. So, now it's time to start the war. Year 100 might not be far enough at all. We maybe should have waited till their culture developed, but I think this is a good time to just try and start the war and see what happens. So, we are going to lower just part of the wall, like right here, and then we are going to declare war. Now note, I do have angry villagers on in the world laws, meaning that every single human, whether they're part of the army or not, on the right side, will go to war and fight the gods if they need to. Meaning that the gods won't capture any villages, they will have to slay every single human to end the war. So, let us begin. And the war has begun. Olympus is under attack, and we'll see what happens here. And my game glitched, so I actually had to change where the kings are, but we can start the new war now. And it has begun. So, as we can see here, many armies are charging into the village, but one of our goddesses, Reet, who now has 130,000 potential health, is going in the fight. And now she's fallen back, but look how fast these guys are. They can just absolutely go to town and just churn through. Reet has already killed around 20 people. And as she charges into the village, she'll get even more, as she's also has to slay members of this village now. And she has 30, and I don't even think our other god has even done anything. But Reet's health has actually gone up. It's now north of 100,000 in health, as we can see here, as she's just absolutely churning through anyone that comes in her way. And she's completely unstoppable. And in this war, they've already killed over 160 people. They're not stopping there. These guys are using their mystical abilities to just absolutely teleport from city to city to village. They've already destroyed a couple of villages, and they're just ravaging through them. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb to say that as of right now, based on these people, they don't stand a chance. Reet has killed over 200, Adusana has almost killed 100. I think our best bet here is to use Giant Magnet and combine them all in one area, and then put the two goddesses in the middle and see if they stand a chance. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to grab everything and everyone that we can and put them all in the middle over here, and just have a huge fight, and we're going to have to see who wins. That should be everyone. And the goddesses should be in the middle, and we're gonna have to slow down time here. Do the goddesses stand a chance, or will it just end in chaos? Trying to look at our guys' health here. Their health is going down marginally, and they're not really getting many kills, I don't think. They've gotten a few, but they're just being overwhelmed, so I think eventually they might be able to stop it. But we're gonna speed up time here, and if we look at the kills, it doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like even when a substantial amount of damage is done, they just level up and they heal again, making it almost impossible to kill these guys. I don't even know if I could kill these guys. And looking at Edusana, they're just invincible. They actually cannot be destroyed, as they're just churning through whoever's left. And it's pretty clear that this war is all but over. Whoops. I accidentally just killed one. Oh god. I did not mean to do that. But I don't think it matters. Reet will avenge his lost brethren, or lost sisterin. Is his sisterin a word? And no one's getting through Reet. This is insane. It's just over. Her health is actually going up. She's gaining more health. And why is there a boat right here? How is there a boat in the main? Why is it here? And then it just blew up. What the heck is going on? And Reet has this easily. It's pretty clear that she's won. Wait, what? Did you see what just happened? Look, the war just ended. And what? Did you become part of the... What? It seems like a couple soldiers snuck into the city of Olympus where they were at and they just took it. Is that... I guess technically that means the people won. Like combattually, if that's a word, they lost completely. They lost entirely, but does that count? Who wins? I guess you guys in the comments are gonna have to decide who wins or loses. I'm not entirely sure. Well, it's up to you guys. That's gonna be where this video ends. In my opinion, I think the gods won, but technically the humans won. So it's up to you to decide. Who do you think won? The humans or the gods? But that's gonna be the end of today's video. So like, subscribe, and remember, this video came from suggestion in the comments, so if you have a suggestion for a video in the comments too, just let me know and I'll definitely do it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.